So in the last property of vector product, we have shown A cross B in component form, but by using determinant method. We have obtained some relation between PHPY, PHQ, USQY, etc. The same relation can be used by using the property of vector product of unit vectors like this. So we'll assume the two vectors in component form like this. Let vector A cross vector B is equal to, the first bracket is for vector A, unit vector I times x component plus unit vector A times y component plus unit vector A times z component cross unit vector I times x component plus unit vector D times y component plus unit vector A times z component like this. So in this case, there are total 9 possible cases. So which are the 9 possible cases? First we will take the cross product of I, with J, with K. These are the first 3 terms. So I will write down these 3 terms like this. I cross I into H bx plus I cross J H by plus I cross K into H into Bz. These are the first 3 terms of I. Now the second 3 terms of J are plus J times J cross I AY Bx plus J cross J cross J AY By plus J cross K AY Bz. These are the 3 terms of J. And now remaining 3 terms are K. K cross I, K cross I into AZ Bx plus K cross J AZ By plus K cross K AZ Bz. But we know that I cross I is equal to 0 plus something. This J cross I is not 0, but K cross K is equal to 0. And this is K cross K is equal to 0. So diagonal element are 0. This is 0. This is 0. And this is 0. Out of 9, 3 terms are 0. Now what is I cross J? So this cycle rule is important. If this is vector I, if this is vector J, if this is vector K, then if we go in clockwise direction, then I cross J is equal to third vector K and it has cross sign. Now if we take the reverse direction, then J cross I, law of competition does not obey, this is minus K. So this is the I cross J, so this is K times X By. Now I cross K. So we will write down this term afterward. Now what to say J cross I. So J cross I is here. This J cross I. So J cross I is equal to minus K. Minus K AY Bx. Now I cross K. So I cross k means we are moving in opposite direction. So I cross A is equal to remaining vector minus D, and k cross I, it is in clockwise direction. This is equal to plus J. So this I cross k is equal to minus J. So this will become minus J times X this. Now this middle row, this is 0, J cross K. So J cross K. So I will write down here. In the clockwise direction, J cross A is equal to I. So this will be I. So unit vector I times AYBZ, unit vector I times AYBZ. Now last row, K cross I. So K cross I is equal to plus J AZ BH. Now this is K cross J. So K cross J cross K is equal to this, therefore K cross J is equal to minus I. Minus I times AZ dy. So there are only 6 terms remaining. So first we will write down the terms of I. This. So this is equal to unit vector I times AYBZ minus AZBY plus J. Now collect the term of J. So J is equal to, this is positive, AZBX minus AXBZ, and the last terms are for K. हा फॉर्म्युला आपण डिटर्मिनंट मेथडने पण यूज केलेला आहे. सो K AXBY minus AYBX. So this is the value of A cross. So it is a vector. So remember this cycle rule. I cross J is equal to K, remaining vector. J cross I will be minus K. Then J cross K is equal to I. K cross J opposite direction minus sign. K cross I plus J. इथे K आणि I ला इथे राहिलेला vector तो J. I cross K opposite direction, therefore minus sign. So this cycle rule is very important for solving the problem of this type. Now the same formula we have used by using the determinant method. So that determinant method is easy to use while solving the problem. Instead of this, it will take longer time, and therefore that determinant method going to solve. Now there are some applications, or you can say uses of this vector product method, and one application is given in our notes also. We have to find that the magnitude of the cross product of the two vectors is numerically equal to area of the parallelogram whose adjacent side represent the two vectors. So area of a parallelogram. We can calculate the area of a parallelogram by using the vector product method. What is that vector product method? So we know the law of parallelogram. Suppose this is vector P, this is vector Q, this angle is theta, then complete the parallelogram. So So this is the parallelogram, and we have to find the area of the parallelogram. So vector P is represented by, as usual, vector OA, vector OB, vector OC, and we have to find the area of the parallelogram. So we know that area of the parallelogram is given by base multiplied by height. In the same way, we can also find the area of the triangle. Only we have to make the this 1/2 multiplied by area of the parallelogram. So area of parallelogram as shown in our figure. Parallelogram OACB is equal to base multiplied by height. So base is equal to OA, and what is height? Draw perpendicular. So this is B. So BD is the height. Now this is basic equation 1. Now this is a right angle triangle. So in triangle OBD, what is sin theta? Sin theta is equal to perpendicular BD upon hypotenuse OB, and therefore BD is equal to OB sin theta. But what is OB? It is the magnitude of vector Q. You can write like this: magnitude of vector Q times sin theta. Theta is a smaller angle between them, and therefore this is equal to Q sin theta. This is equation 2. BD is equal to Q sin theta. And what is OA? OA is equal to magnitude of vector P. It can be written as simply P. This is equation 3. Put in 1. So area of parallelogram is equal to OA is equal to P. BD is equal to Q sin theta. Theta is the smaller angle between them, and therefore this is equal to the magnitude of vector product of two vectors. So in the definition of vector product, the first point was this: the vector product of two non-zero vectors is a new vector whose magnitude is given by the product of their magnitude and sine of smaller angle between them. So area of parallelogram, area of the parallelogram OACB is equal to this. Now, one more application. If we consider the triangle ABC, so in this triangle, if this is vector P, if this is vector Q, then area is equal to 1/2 base is AB multiplied by height is CD. So this is equal to 1/2. Vector AB is equal to magnitude of vector P. And what is CD? Again, if this angle is theta between the two sides, if this is an equilateral triangle, then theta will be 60 degree. So this is equal to Q sin theta. Q sin theta. So that is equal to 1/2 P into Q into sin of theta, and therefore this is equal to 1/2 multiplied by the magnitude of vector product P and Q. P and Q represent the two sides of the triangle, then area is given by 1/2 multiplied by the magnitude of the vector product. For parallelogram, there is no 1/2 factor. Actually, if we join this, then area of this triangle plus area of this triangle is equal to area of the parallelogram. So area of the parallelogram is equal to 2 times the area of the triangle OAB, and therefore triangle of area of the triangle is equal to 1/2 of the area of the parallelogram. So these are the two uses of the vector product. We can find the area of the parallelogram if we know the two sides as a vector P and Q, or we can find the area of the triangle. So this type of application can be used for calculation of area like this. For triangle and for this parallelogram, we can use this formula like this. Now we will solve some problem related with the. So we have completed this chapter. Now what to solve problem from our board books. So first question in our book is for MCQ. There are 5 MCQ given in number 29. So how to solve the MCQ? All exam, CET, NEET, JEE, they are based on MCQ question. So let us practice from this chapter. हे प्रत्येक चॅप्टरच्या शेवटी काही MCQ दिलेले असतात. ऍटलीस्ट आपण ते सुरुवातीला घेणार आहोत. फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लेम MCQ question number 1 first. So the problem is from our book, page number 29. All the problems on this chapter are on page number 29 of our board book. So the resultant of the two forces, 15 Newton and 10 Newton acting along the positive x and negative x axis respectively is. So there are two forces acting, but they are in opposite direction. So in positive direction, if we draw the origin like this, then one vector is 10 Newton in positive direction. F1 is equal to 10 Newton, and the second vector is in this direction. In this direction, it is a larger force. F2 is equal to 15 Newton, and we have to find the resultant. So angle between them is 180 degree because they are in opposite direction. So theta is equal to 180 degree like this. So when F1 and F2 are in opposite direction as shown in our figure, then the magnitude of the resultant vector is given by the subtraction of their magnitudes. Opposite direction, subtract their magnitude. This is a simple rule. So R is equal to a resultant vector, resultant force of vector F1 and vector F2. Therefore, the magnitude of vector R is given by F1 minus F2 mod. So 10 minus 15 is equal to mod of minus 15, and mod is a non-negative number, sorry, minus 5. So magnitude of R is equal to 5 Newton. And now direction. What is the direction? This force is larger. Since magnitude of the force F2 15 Newton, it is greater than the magnitude of force F1, and therefore the vector R is along F2, larger vector F2 is equal to 15 Newton. So this is the direction. So resultant vector R has magnitude 5 Newton along negative x direction. F2 is in the negative x direction. So this is the answer. So R is equal to 5 Newton along negative x direction. So correct choice is D. 4 choices are given: 25 Newton along x axis, 25 Newton along x minus x axis, etc. So correct choice is D. A, B, C, D are the four choices given. Out of four, this is the correct answer. The resultant vector has a magnitude 5 Newton along the negative direction. So this is the simple rule. Opposite directions separate their magnitude. 15 minus 10 is equal to 5, and direction is that of the larger vector. Second MCQ. So some theoretical problems are also asked. Second, for the two vectors to be equal, they should have same magnitude, same direction, same magnitude and direction, same magnitude and opposite direction. So only we require the definition. What is the definition of equal vector? If the two vectors have same magnitude and same direction, then they are called as the equal vector. So correct choice is C. C choice is correct. D choice कशासाठी असेल मग? Same magnitude but opposite direction. It is for negative vector. So equal vectors. The two or three vectors may be equal. Equal vectors have same magnitude and same direction. Equal vectors have same magnitude and same direction, and therefore the correct choice is C. C choice is correct. D choice is for negative vector, so I will write down in bracket. D is for negative vectors. Negative vectors. Then question number 3. Third question. The magnitude of the scalar product of the two unit vector perpendicular to each other is so unit vectors perpendicular to each other. So we can consider I and J. Unit vector I cross unit vector J has magnitude. Magnitude of the first vector multiplied by magnitude of the second vector multiplied by sine of angle between I and J. So unit vector I is along the x axis, this is along the y axis. So angle between I and J is equal to sine of 90. Sine of 90, they are mutually perpendicular to each other. So sine of 90 is equal to 1. So I is the unit vector, J is the unit vector, and sine of 90 is equal to 1. So this is equal to 1. So the problem is for scalar product. अपन वेक्टर प्रोडक्ट का आंसर कर दो. So we will consider I dot J. So magnitude of the first vector into magnitude of the second vector into आता इसे cos of 90 degree and cos of 90 is equal to 0. Therefore I dot J is equal to 0. So in functional table we have shown that the diagonal elements are only 1, 1, 1 and the remaining 6 elements are 0. So the dot product of two mutually perpendicular unit vector is always 0. So correct choice is A. A is the correct choice. I dot J is equal to 0. Next. Question number 4. the magnitude of the vector product of two unit vector making an angle of 60 degree with each other is. Now in this problem, the angle is not 0 degree. They are not parallel 180 degree. They are not anti-parallel. They are not perpendicular. Angle is between 0 and 90. So in such a case, we have to use the law of parallelogram. So I will show by figure. Suppose the two unit vectors are like this. Say this is unit vector A, this is unit vector B, and this angle is 60 degree, this is theta. So we have to find the magnitude of the vector product. So A cross B, we have to find the magnitude. So that magnitude is given. These are the unit vectors. So it is given by magnitude of the first vector multiplied by magnitude of the second vector multiplied by sine of smaller angle between them 60 degree. So first vector is unit vector. Unit vector मतलब त्याची magnitude 1 आहे. Second vector is again unit vector, magnitude is 1, and sine of 60 is equal to, we know from trigonometry, sine of 60 is equal to root 3 by 2. So answer is root 3 by 2. So magnitude of two unit vector is root 3 by 2. आता इथे युनिट वेक्टर असून सुद्धा मी आयजे के सिंबल का नाही यूज केले, तर याचं डायरेक्शन अलॉंग एक्स ॲक्सिस असेल असं काही नाही. वी कॅन शो दिस वेक्टर ए लाईक दिस. दिस इज युनिट वेक्टर ए, इट magnitude is 1, and this is the unit vector B. So they are not along x axis, they are not along y axis, they are not along z axis. Therefore, instead of ijk, I can use symbol A, B, C, U1, U2, U3, etc. U is the unit vector, so you can also use U1, U2, etc. So A and B are unit vector. So in this figure, if vector A and vector B are unit vectors, inclined at 60 degree, then their vector product is given by magnitude of the first vector, redefinition vector product is magnitude of the first vector multiplied by magnitude of the second vector multiplied by sine of smaller angle between them. तर A and B मधला smaller angle 60 आहे आणि larger angle जो आहे तो हा इकडे 360 degree. So we always use the smaller angle between the two vectors for vector product. So correct answer is this, root 3 by 2, and root 3 by 2 means correct choice is D. Correct choice is D. Last MCQ. Now I will render that question completely. MCQ. If A, B, C are the three vectors, then which of the following is not correct? So the choices are given. A choice is given A dot B plus C is equal to A dot B plus A dot C. B choice is given A dot B is equal to B dot A. C choice is given A cross B is equal to B cross A. D choice is given A cross B plus C is equal to A cross B plus A cross C, which is not correct, which is wrong. So what to select the wrong, which is wrong choice. So now see first A dot B plus C is equal to A dot B plus B dot C. This is correct. This is the law of association for scalar product. So I will write down here. A is correct. Why? Because scalar product. This is the scalar product. Scalar product obeys the law of distribution. This is called the distributive law. There are two functions: multiplication and addition. Multiplication and addition. So this is called the law of distribution. So A choice is correct. Now B choice. A dot B is equal to B dot A. B is also correct. Why? Because it is a law of competition. B is correct because scalar product obeys the law of competition. Law of competition. So A is correct, B is correct. Now C. C is wrong. Why? Because vector product does not obey law of competition. C is wrong because vector product does not obey law of competition. Law of competition. Actually ह्या इक्वेशन मध्ये कुठल्या तरी एका साइडला मायनस आहे आपण घेतो. A क्रॉस B इज इक्वल टू मायनस B क्रॉस A पाहिजे. इथे मायनस नाही. Therefore C is wrong. ये प्रॉब्लेम का करेक्ट आंसर डी आला. So this question number 5 has C आला. C is the correct answer. Now this is the law of association. So D is correct. Why? It is law of distribution. D is correct because vector product obeys the law of distribution. There are two functions: multiplication and addition. Multiplication, addition. So this is called the law of distribution. So A statement is correct property, B statement is correct property, D statement is correct property, C statement is wrong property. So the wrong choice is C. असे दोघी प्रकारचे क्वेश्चन्स असतात. Select the correct answer or select the wrong answer. So some theoretical problem can be asked like this. Now let us see some numerical problem based on these scalars and vectors.